Johnson and Blair colliding in goal. And Blair is the man to bring it back, and he was great last Saturday night in Dunedin. Local time is just short of about 10 to 9 on a Saturday night.
Goal 2.
And Luke works them forward for Taumalolo, the young North Queensland cowboy in this New Zealand side. 25 metres away from their own line. Bromwich is there. Comes up against some Melbourne teammates tonight. Some claim him the best front row in the world right now. The captain is with the ball. Mannering, good metres. Back to halfway. Parker was around the legs. Papalii there as well. Last tackle. Johnson rushed his kick and got very little on it. He was put under enormous pressure.
3, Kevin. Shaun.
Australia just 5 metres away from the line. Third minute of play. What a chance for the man in green and gold. Parker's offloaded. Smith gets the kick through. He's turned Nightingale around. Oh, the ball's got touch and goal. Mansour. He had a golden chance to score.
Brilliant work from Cameron Smith. Just so calm and composed with all the skills. I was watching GI around the back, Inglis, to see what side he wanted to attack. And it was to his left, our right, where Jason Nightingale is. The offload's brilliant from Parker. Then the gap opens up. Nightingale stumbles and can't quite get there. First opportunity missed.
Release now.
Mannering, his second run of the night, and again he makes good metres. They've made 49 on this set. Luke out of dummy half, chips it over the top. Now he's got Mansour in goal. Here comes Luke, he can't get him. Mansour takes the ball on and is crunched, but makes it back to the field of play.
Good work from Issac, Luke. Saw the opportunity for the chip and chase. Had no one with him.
Back up. 4, short 1.
Ball comes left. Smith and Parker and Cherry Evans probing. Greg Bird now centre field.
5.
Mannering shuts it down over the top. Blair the man round the legs. Quick play the ball. Smith has taken off. Elmer linked up with Parker. He'll get to the in goal and is held up. No question. And it was the last tackle. New Zealand will get the ball back.
Goal 4.
Smith cuts it out. Walker with speed. Oh, that's a big tackle from Kenny-Dowall and Foran across there. Australia with Cronk kicking from 11 metres out. Comes down short of the goal line. It's free into the arms of Jennings. I think it is a Kangaroos try. New Zealand may argue the contest,
call there or not?
but I've got a feeling
Do we get an offside call?
it's two Kiwis that have collided in the collision. Rather than a kangaroo causing interference.
We've got to try.
The referee's asking if they were onside or offside.
On restarts.
Jennings would be the one. He's in the yellow boots.
On restarts. 20 on
Proctor
goal line.
tries to give a little block. Up they go. Whare decides he wants to half have a crack at it. So does Johnson. And the ball comes off right forearm of Whare into the hands of Jennings. Was he onside?
Well, he was. They just have to decide if they're going to rule Josh Papalii as passive offside, because there's no doubt that Woods, Papalii is offside and is inside 10 metres when the ball comes down, but doesn't play any part. I'm happy for them to overlook that. There he is, just lurking in the rider frame, and Jennings comes down with the ball. But, you know, if you want total attention to detail, if you know you're offside, you're better off just steering clear.
And there you're right. 10 metres governed by that line in the shadows, and Papalii's well inside it. No question really with the grounding of it, or the hit and spin. And just one contact from New Zealand before it comes into the arms of Jennings.
And we believe this is going to come up
just give it
as a try for the Kangaroos, but just hold all tickets. Video screen not working. Try is confirmed. So the Kangaroos open the scoring. Michael Jennings, the try. He got a hat-trick on debut back in 09 against France. He's got one here in the final. Interesting stat from the 2 test matches against these nations this year. A team that has won the second half 18-0. Kiwis led the test back in May by 6 at half-time. Scores were level in Brisbane. Bit of hook on the kick there from Smith, but he's still successful. We've got a 6-0 score line.
Hold! Goal 2.
And the Australians with Cherry Evans up on halfway across field. Out in front, Jennings is away. He's offloaded. Mansour's away. Nightingale. Ankle tap. And Hiku finishes him off. Mansour had flown and Nightingale, well, I think he got a fingertip on a shoelace. Now Parker, 15 from the line. Australians on a roll. Taumalolo slows down the play the ball. Smith wanted it quick. Thaiday's down in back play for the Kangaroos. Here is Bird. Defensive line was broken. Oh, Bird looked to lose the ball in play there. He lost it. He put it on the ground. I don't know about that one. Now Cronk kicks. Foran, great take. Foran's away. Foran's back up over the 20. Did I see that wrong, Bird? To me, looked like he lost control. Kiwis bounce back down with a penalty.
Too slow.
Peta Hiku in 5th test match of his career has given a big how do you do by Clemmer.
He's getting the full box of chocolates, isn't he? Clemmer with the shoulder. Manu comes in. Bird up high. Slamming Sands into it.
He's up on the post. Bird. Now Nightingale is cut down.
Move now!
Clemmer has taken the angry pills here. Martin to Powell. Rushes into the Australian defence. Walker ends up on his backside. This is live and up. Luke moving forward to Kenny-Dowall. Kenny-Dowall sprints through inside the 20 and is cut down from behind by Courtner. Here's Sydney Roosters' teammate. Last tackle. Johnson out to Whare. Out to Nightingale. And he scores for New Zealand. What a set of 6 that was.
Here's the play the ball from Marty to Powell. Had a question mark on that pass. Kenny-Dowall fends off Cooper Cronk. No support could get with SKD, so he gets up and plays the ball as quickly as he can. And it's last play. Jennings is the player furthest on your right for Australia. Whare can sum it up well. Nightingale on his preferred side with the classy finish. The real team try.
Good pal, thank you. Nearly got killed then, didn't they?
And now Johnson goal kicking. So crucial tonight. Trying to level up at 6-all. Big curl. Shaun Johnson gets it from the sideline.
Square marker. Trapped. Goal 4.
Here's Luke. Left side to Powell. Nice play. Foran. Foran away from Smith. Foran to the in goal and is held up.
High tackle.
And in fact, the high... Oh, gee, they're going to rule... The Smith tackle on the way through was a high shot, aren't they? They're waiting on a decision from the bench on whether to go for goal. I think on field they were thinking tap, but the trainer has run out and said go for the 2. That decision has definitely come from the New Zealand bench. I think there was a willingness to take the tap and go for the 4 and 6. That's Jerry Seinfeld stuff. I mean, it's not high in the slightest.
Hits the ball, comes up. Where do you grab?
And Johnson converts that opportunity, and New Zealand hit the front for the first time tonight. And that is in the 29th minute. And Martin to Powell. Oh, he runs into Bird! Bird is this time knocked right out of his cage. What a run!
We've got a wounded Bird.
Martin to Powell. He is running like few other players have in history.
Release now. No, it's diving. Diving. Goal 5 minutes.
6 minutes just over until half-time. Johnson, they need to hang on to him. He's beaten Bird. I reckon Bird's concussed at the moment. Johnson, long ball. Out in front, Papalii. What a pickup. What a pickup from the beast. He's gone over. He's no fibber. They'll check it with a video referee.
Surely this is a try.
And this to level up with Nigel Vunganar in the test try list in their history for New Zealand.
Brilliant footwork, was just looking for options, making work for himself, steps both ways, then goes back. Couldn't have been an obstruction there. No one was taken out of play. And here, look at this. What is he, 5 from the post,
Wow.
shifts it to the
Wow.
sideline. That's 30
Double
plus
wow.
metres.
I reckon he's got there. Mataudia looked disconsolate that he wasn't able to stop. Oh, he's got there, I think. Don't say separation to me.
There's 2 fingers still on the ball, I am sure.
Yes.
Make it 3.
Oh, what a pickup, what a pass, what a moment in this Four Nations final. And this to level up with a great Nigel Vangadav. He's done it. Manu Vatube, 19th test try, and the Kiwis lead by 6.
He made the cake. Manu had a taste. Can he ice it?
Oh, here's Johnson. Oh, he's on song. He is on song. 2 from the sideline. New Zealand conceded the first try in the 11th minute. They trailed 6-0. They now lead 14-6.
Heads in, out.
Vaduve takes the first one. So you think there's going to be one more Shaun Johnson special in this first half? I don't think field goal is in the equation at 14-6. Maybe at 12-6 they would, and Johnson can nail one from a long way out. Now Brown to Eastwood. This is to Powell. Loved his involvement in this first half. Offloads there to Eastwood. Eastwood centre field. 35 out. Well, if they do want the extra point, they're certainly in position for it. Siren has sounded. Foran's got a kick through. Inglis has got it covered up. Inglis will accept the tackle. Well, that is great entertainment. It has been such a good Four Nations tournament, and I'm so happy that we've got the final that the lead-up matches deserve and have set up. Half-time here at the Cake Tin in Wellington, Westpac Stadium, the Four Nations final. New Zealand 14, lead Australia 6. It'll be New Zealand to kick off the second half. Our final half of Rugby League for 2014. Let's get into it. Johnson gets it down to the Australian goal line. And Papalii to bring it back. In the front row for Australia. Interesting news out of his home team, Canberra. Ricky Stewart, his coach, said there's no way he'll be playing front row for us next year. But he's in the prop position for the Kangaroos. Mataudia with the ball. Now his third test tonight. Young man who's only played 7 first-grade games. Woods with the ball. Got through a lot of defence early, but not really a factor in the hit-up department. Now Bird with it. Australia work through their set, and that's a very soft penalty to concede there. As Smith across to Cronk and goes short. Cherry Evans is through. Should get there. Unloads. Mataudia scores. Well, the soft penalty has quickly been converted into points. Referee Bentham. Let's hear what he wants here.
Smith out of dummy half. Papalii's a block runner. Nothing there with Tapau. No obstruction here. Let's have a look at Kieran Foran. Was he taken out? He had half checked to come back towards Jackson, but doesn't actually make contact. And Cherry Evans just burns his halves partner at Manly. The pass on the angle's fine. Looks like it's floated forward, but it hasn't. So this will be all good. The main concern is the foreign work. Have a look at him, how he plants his heels. Decides to go back for the front runner. Doesn't touch. There's no shepherd there. Inglis is taken out by Dean Whare. Or should I say Shaun Kenny-Dowall. And then just good work to the outside by Cherry Evans.
So you got no dramas with Papalii here, who runs headlong into Tapau. And then Cherry Evans away. Now, the video referee tonight is worth pointing out is Bernard Sutton. I think if you had a Britain interpretation, you possibly could come up obstruction, but Sutton, I think, will go try Australia. Let's see. And he has said try. This for 14-12. Just 3 minutes into the second half. Smith, it's on its way. It's on its way. It is a beauty.
three, hands, Josh.
And now New Zealand inside the Kangaroos half. Johnson works. Oh, Johnson! Look at the speed! Look at the speed! The Roadrunner is away! Shaun Johnson has dashed through. I don't know what was going to stop him.
The ball from Bromwich, and then out the back, the show the go, and guess who he squares up? Probably the best fullback went away of them all. I so love GI, but he just skipped and took him to the outside. I mean, Greg Inglis is 6'5" and got arms that are about 7 foot long as well, but he takes that on as well. Finishes beautifully.
What a chance for New Zealand. 18-12 as we get to the final quarter of the Four Nations here. First tackle, 25 away, was played by Nightingale. Now Bromwich. They came up quickly on Jesse. He's inside the 20. They look to Johnson, but maybe it'll be another player that delivers the big play here. Oh, Blair is upended. Papalii, 15 metres away from the line. Now look, Foran holds it up just long enough. Hiku, Vatuvo takes on Talia and does it again. Mamu says, you are not stopping me. This is the capital, and I'm in charge.
Butchered one similar in Dunedin last week. Wasn't going to do it this evening. The pass from Foran and the work on the left edge. Something special again. Hiku provides a play. Kenny-Dowall holds his width. And the object to get Manu one-on-one with Matautia pays dividends. The ball had to be perfect. Straight into the arms. And then the contact. Manu initiates the contact there, which means the momentum post that first hit, that first collision, is only going to go one way, and that's towards the try line. So by initiating the contact,
New Zealand 38 metres away from the line. That big right foot step. Taumalolo, he steps like Marshall. He's 40 kilos heavier. Blair keeps it going. Now Hiku continuing his good night. He had Blair rushing through, didn't get the ball. Johnson has a broken defensive line. That's when he's dangerous. Out to Whare. Whare to Nightingale. Nightingale puts a kick in. It's a good one. Smith is back there. Smith has taken touch and goal. Line dropout, Australia.
this is class. Good cover. 3 green and gold jumpers here when Nightingale gets the football, but he's skillful enough to just feed it into the in-goal area. Whare catch and pass, pushes back into the middle. Jason Nightingale with a deft little kick. And good work to finish up.
We're inside the final 7. The margin is 10 points. Converted try brings it back to 4. Hunt dummy half. 20 metres from the line. Right side he works. Cronk went short and found Papalii. And he found Mannering and Foran. Mannering, 33rd tackle for the night. Top of the count for the Kiwis, the captain. Here is Cronk, short to Clemmer, gets a fend, runs into Mannering again, dribbles out a risky offload. Play on the call. Last tackle, Kangaroos. It is 12 from the line. Inglis is going to kick. He puts it across. It looks too big. Greg Inglis. He's put it way too far. Cronk's kicked, he's got Cherry Evans coming through. Cherry Evans got the ball and is driven back by Hiku.
Now the last.
They roll the dice, now they're going to do it again. Cronk, he'll run it, short side, Walker flicks it, what play? Natalia forward to Cronk, then passes inside, and over the ball is Hunt. Hunter scored. The pass from Natalia, I thought was a couple of metres forward. They've called the try to Hunt. It is still on. It is 22-16.
So here Walker gets on the outside, and that won't help you. Manu cleans up.
This is the ball that's thrown forward.
And now as they shift to go inside. Nothing wrong with that after what we've seen.
They're looking at shoulder charge against Whare on Walker. He braced for the collision.
Sorry, guys.
And when Matautia passes the football back inside, that's the pass that's in question. Smith's been good with the boot. This will make a difference.
So just over 3 to go. Smith to get it inside the converted try. Cameron Smith in flight, touches like it, it's there. What a kick from the Kangaroos captain. This is the last tackle. What a play. Here comes the kick. Cherry Evans puts it up. Hiku and Nightingale, the ball got up, oh no! And it's fallen. They're offside. Penalty Kangaroos. 1 minute 20 on the clock.
Stay back.
22-18.
Time off over here, mate.
Daryl has gone for a tablet of some description. Smith across field, 10 out from the line. Cronk, along it comes Papalii. The Australia score. Smith would still have to convert, or otherwise we're headed to Golden Point. Smith to centre field. Hunt, Inglis. They try and wrap him up. They do it. 6 from the line. New Zealand crowd chanting as loud as they can. Smith at dummy half. On the corner. There's trouble on this right side. Cronk. Out it comes. Walker. Hammered. Back to Cronk. 10 metres away from the line. Now there's trouble on the left. Parker. Inside. Jennings has got a chance. Jennings out. There's trouble on the right side again. Smith. Keeps it alive. Walker. Matania. What a pick up. Now coming forward. I thought it was a fair pass. You're out of breath. I thought it was a fair pass. He's got it forward. Kiwis will win it. The Kiwis will win it. Unreal. Clock stops with 10 seconds to go. 11 seconds, in fact.
When the ball gets into the hands of Jennings, I'm thinking he's being quiet, but it's in the right person's hands, and the footwork starts working back towards the post, and you're just waiting for the space to open up. And then it was Simon Mannering who put himself in front of Jennings. They worked towards the side. We checked the grounding as well, just for confirmation.
Well, what's the final scrum in this?
Yeah, but if we run a kick, that's not long enough for a drop, that is it, 14 seconds.
Wow, just 10 seconds to go. Manu comes in to stop the play. The ball just gets to the outside, so his efforts to close the play down.
Heads in there!
Oh, now Australia pushing the scrum. Johnson comes up with it. Well, they call it as assault. Mataudia's pass for the previous try was forward, but I thought that one was fair and should have been play on. You can say it's all fair in love and war, and the Kiwis have won the Four Nations. They've won consecutive tests against the Kangaroos for the first time in 61 years. What a moment. They hang on. Dramatic final minutes.
What a tournament.
New Zealand beat Australia 22-18.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain of the 2014 Four Nations champions, Simon Mannering.